believe that from conception, we want a child who is born in a Christian family. The parents should be married, legitimately married or legally married, both in government and in church. And that child is brought up by believers, believing parents. And when the child is 6 weeks, 2 months, we expect that baby to be baptized. We want to bring forth this baby into the community of God, the community of believers. So, in other words, this baby is no longer the baby of the couple. It is the baby who belongs to the community of believers. That baby, as it grows into a boy, into a girl, then that boy, that girl, is now initiated as someone who has his or her 5 senses. Is initiated in the religious atmosphere, being taught catechism. What it means, the meaning of believing, the meaning of having been baptized. The child is told, you were baptized already when you were a baby. Now, you have to go through the necessary catechetics, which everyone else is to do. 2 years, 2 years. So that the child takes into account his or her own faith. And by the time they are 8, 9, they begin to receive, they're introduced into second and third sacraments. I'm saying second and third sacraments. The first sacrament, the baby has received is the baptism. The second sacrament, this child is going to receive is how to do confession. And the third one is how to receive communion. To learn what these sacraments are for. Sure, the sacrament for Eucharist, for example. Yes, it brings grace. Brings grace to the individual. But that communion that one is doing, there's this sharing with the others who share the same communion. That makes one, as a child, to know that I belong to this community. And we communicate through the communion, which we say, when you receive this, you are receiving Jesus himself, spiritually. Or you see a piece of wafer. It's a wafer when you see it. It tastes like a wafer. But this is an outward sign, which has an inward grace. That's the meaning of sacrament in Catholic terms. When the person goes to confession, it is a sign to say, God is so merciful that we trade sideways. We take sidewalks. We deviate from his ways of life. And confession means one knows that I sinned against my brother and my sister. I sinned against the community of God, the community of the society. Therefore, I have sinned against God. And therefore, I want to come back. To say sorry to the community members is important, but I also need to say sorry to God. 1 to 1 is 14, 13, 14. At the time we will say, this young man or this young woman are becoming now women. She's becoming a woman, she's becoming a man. He can now receive the 4th sacrament, the sacrament of confirmation. And again, they have to go through the catechetics. is meant for the person to realize that he is in a spiritual adulthood or religious adulthood, you receive the Holy Spirit in a special way. It's not that you've not received the Holy Spirit when you were God baptized or in receiving other sacraments, but specified way of saying the Holy Spirit is going to be received by this Christian really necessarily wants to show that the being of God is going to transform this human being who believes in the supreme being, in God. Therefore, it is essential confirmation that one is being given strength, religious strength, spiritual strength, so that you grow as a Christian. What will be left now is regularity of confession, or regularity of communion. Those are all continuous. And because of that, when one decides to get married, then you are going to receive the sacrament of marriage. And as Jesus says, upon when these people are put together by God, let no man put them asunder. And Jesus goes further and says, these two are no longer two, but one. But Jesus is speaking about the spiritual side, that these two have been married, they've consummated the marriage, resulting in there's a child. But they've married themselves with or without a child. The marriage has taken place. Or the other side is equally true. One may decide to join the holy orders. The Roman Catholic Church, it is when you get ordained as a priest. It's a higher sacrament that sanctifies and asks the person to be the worker, the shepherd of the people. He is the person who is at the service of the people of God. And that is a very serious undertaking. It's just as serious as people who go into marriage. They have to take it as seriously. There are others today who decide to be neither married nor join the religious orders. But the continuum and continuity of their livelihood in Christian life, so that they are receiving the communion, Holy Communion, the Eucharist, and they are going to confession. It is the third way. But the sacramentality of the church is there to assist this journey.